Then we have Auswirkung. Auswirkung is basically effect. So we have micro-Ebene tests. So micro tests, they are with respect to learning process. So the test must be able to test the learning process of the individual students, how the teacher has taught the individual students. So grammatic beim zweiter Position, whenever you give a test, then they must be able to go back to that Regel and say, okay, Grammatik, Verb in zweiter Position oder am Ende, and then I write it. Then you have macro-Ebene tests. These are the tests which depend upon the Auswirkung of Gesellschaft and Bildungssystem, the school procedure, the school tests, and the school institution. So if you are conducting a midterm test, then how should that be conducted? What is the timing allotted for that midterm test? 45 minutes. And for Kursabschluss test, make it 1 hour or 1.5 hours. So these are macro-Ebene tests. Then you have Kommunikative test, which basically motivate the students to communicate. So these are the Auswirkung criteria for defining the tests. Then you have Wirtschaftlichkeit. How much amount of test should the teacher put to design these tests first up, and how much amount of effort is the student going to put in solving the test. So that way you want to find out that if you put a reading comprehension, the amount of effort which the teacher has to put is basically a lot. They have to find the correct text, ask the correct questions, and then eventually if the student is going to just do check mark, yes, no, then the student's effort is very less, but the teacher's effort is very high. It's not that bad, but you must have a balance when you're designing the entire tests with tasks like that. You cannot have an entire test with yes or no all the time. And a classical example where the teacher's effort is less is the question will be one-liner and the students have to write a descriptive answer for 15 minutes. So that's called as Wirtschaftlichkeit. So whenever you're designing the test, make sure this kind of an imbalance between the student's requirement and the teacher's requirement is matched up. So how to achieve this? So what you do is basically you prepare a question bank. And for that you conduct a workshop among all teachers, and then you put together all kinds of questions, and then you use the formula, a simple design, a simple Ablauf process, and the structure. Because we may not know how the students are going to answer. Sometimes they answer 5-mark question, or sometimes they answer 15-mark question first, and then finally they go to the 1 mark. So even if the structure can be varied, and the students must be in a position to mix and match the answers which they are going to give.
With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.